SumnSumnSumn, hit the keys.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is SumnSumnSumn, hit the keys, in case you haven't been here before. Today we got a fire tutorial for you. We're going to actually show you how to be mixing down some of these beats so that rappers can actually rap to them. You'll understand what I'm saying as we get into it, but let's roll. All right, guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys some tips on how to mix down your beats to make it easier for engineers to be able to mix down rappers, and for rappers to be able to get their voices to shine through on your beats. So I've been a little busy the last week. I actually created a website by myself. It's called SumnSumnSumn.com. Bing! You guys can go ahead and check that out. I got beats listed there, some music, we got merchandise, all kinds of stuff. But let's go ahead and get right into this. So what I'm going to do is show you the difference in whether you have a beat mixed down to about -5, -6 dB and all the instruments panned, then what it sounds like when you don't pan any of your instruments and you try to push the beat all the way through to 0 dB, and then what it sounds like if you have your beat at -3 dB. So you're gonna notice a lot of these differences. The reason that all this stuff right here is muted out on my screen is because I have a lot going on. I normally don't record into Fruity Loops. I normally record into Cubase. For this tutorial, I decided to put everything here so you can see all this stuff mixed with OBS isn't allowing OBS to work properly. It's clipping. So this is actually the third time I've shot this video. So, but I got it figured out from here. So this is what the beat sounds like if it's mixed down at -6 dB. So that's what we're working with. So now this is what it's going to sound like when you have your vocal, you know, roughly mixed. Normally I do all my recording in Cubase and Pro Tools, but for the sake of this tutorial, I recorded this in the Fruity Loops for you guys. And then I was going to just use stock plugins, but I failed epically because I don't really, like I said, I don't use this stuff. But I'm going to figure that out, and I'll show you guys better tutorials on that in the future. But here's what it's going to sound like, and this is a really rough edit. I'm going to re-record the vocal, and this isn't really all my plugins that I normally use, but I just, for the sake of this tutorial, this is what I put together.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah. But I don't give a what, I'm all on call it alienation. Notice I'm waiting on notifications. Every reply is full of nothing but acronyms and abbreviations. Forgot what it's like to sit face to face and engage in a conversation. You better not call, just send me a text. That is the expectation.
All right, so sounds all right. You know, but you can hear all the instruments, you can hear all the noises, you can hear everything clear. So this is what it's going to sound like when you give a rapper a beat that's at 0 dB with none of the instruments panned.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah. But I don't give a what, I'm all on call it alienation. Notice I'm waiting on notifications.
So if you notice, it sounds all muddled, obviously because it's just too loud. When I turn it down, it's still gonna sound muddled, and you're not gonna be able to hear all the instruments. So if you notice, the first time you hear the beat, on this one, you can hear all the noises clear as day.
Yeah.
So you hear how everything, you can hear it across your ear. It sounds more pleasing. But this one, so you see them bells, they don't stick out like they stick out on the other track. So even when you're the producer and you try to lower it, all those noises still aren't going to stick out. So this is what it sounds like when you give a producer a beat, or when you give a rapper or an engineer a beat that isn't panned and it's not stereoized. It's going to sound like this.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah.
So everything is fighting for the same space on the beat. So it's all right down the middle instead of spread out throughout your, you know. That's basically what you do when you stereoize the sounds, and it's what you do when you pan your instruments. You're panning them from left ear to right ear. So there's more space in your headphones than just right down the middle. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play the difference between one that's properly mixed, and I'm going to play one that one right there that's 0 dB that I've lowered the volume. So this first one is going to be where I just lowered the volume, but it's not panned, and it was 0 dB that you sent to the rapper.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah.
All right, now this is the one where it was mixed properly.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah. But I don't give a what, I'm all on call it alienation. Notice I'm waiting on notifications. Every reply is full of nothing but acronyms and abbreviations. Forgot what it's like to sit face to face and engage in a conversation. You better not call to send me a text.
So there's a huge difference, let alone, and both those beats are at the same exact volume. So there's a huge difference in the sound in which the engineer and the rapper can produce for the song. So now here is a beat that was properly panned, so it's the same mix as this one right here, but I pushed it all the way up to 0 dB. So this is what it sounds like when they don't lower the volume and they just get the beat.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups.
Now you see, it's just still too loud. Your ears are trained to hear music at a certain level. You listen to music all the time on the radio or on TV, and all those songs that you hear are between -3 to 0 dB. So all those beats are going to be at about -5 dB. So your ear is trained to hear music a certain way. So now here is if you just squash the beat down and you try to throw those vocals in.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups.
See, it doesn't sound right. So certain instruments are squashed down, certain instruments are still loud. So you can hear the difference in the beat, even though the beat has the same exact mix. It's just one, the volume was turned up when I exported it, and the other one I exported it at the right volume.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah. But I don't give a what.
So you can hear that synth, that woo, 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 woo. That noise, the higher pitched one, it doesn't squash right. So it doesn't come down to the level that it's supposed to be at. So that's something that you guys have to take in mind when you're making these beats. And then we have one last example is a beat that I made that was at -3 dB that was panned. So this one's going to be pretty close. This one is not going to be too far off, but you'll still be able to tell the difference.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah. But I don't give a what, I'm all on call it alienation. Notice I'm waiting on notifications. Every reply is full of nothing but
So that one sounds a little better, but still, when you give it to them at 3 dB, so I'm gonna raise this back up. When you give it to them at 3 dB, look over here at your dB meter.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups.
So now you see that it's already hitting 0. We still have to master the song. So in the mastering process, you should be able to raise your dB 1 and 2 dB. So if you give them the song, if you are the producer of the beat and you give it to them at -6, they put their vocals in, it takes it to 3. Now it gives the engineer room to actually make the song better and to make the sound more clear, to boost all the proper things they need to boost. So this is not a proper mastering technique, so do not use this when you are mastering songs. But I just basically took a limiter, and I'm going to put a limiter on there, and I'm going to put an EQ on there just so that you can see what it's going to do to the track if you have a song that's negative 6 dB and a song negative 6 dB with the vocal in there.
Damn, guess I'm feeling stuck, cause my cell phone blowing up. They wanna go fill up some cups, yeah, but I don't give a what. I'm all on call it alienation. Notice I'm waiting on notifications. Every reply is full of nothing.
And that's what it's supposed to do. You know, that's what it is supposed to do. So we want to make sure that we have our beats. I know you see people on the internet make beats and they do all this stuff, but just because they do it doesn't mean it's right. And I'll also say this: there really are no rules when it comes to certain things, just levels. But if you want to have a song and you want your drums to be the highest noise in the song, I'm not telling you not to do that. But what I'm telling you is that when you give a mixed beat to a rapper, it needs to be around -5 to -6 dB so that your song and your beat can sound the best that it possibly can on a track. Now, if you want your drums to be the loudest noise, make it the loudest noise. If you want the piano to be louder than drums, you have that option. You have the option to do whatever you want. You can be as creative as you want to. So I'm not trying to limit you and put you in a box. But what I am trying to tell you that if you want to sell more beats and you want more rappers to rap on your stuff, just coming from personal experience, these are things that you need to do. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to put out just a random teaser song. I have a buddy of mine. We're doing an EP, my guy 2 Cypher, and we're doing a mixtape song just for like promotional purposes. But the person that made the beat didn't pan the instrument, so it sounds like crap. I couldn't mix the song any better than I could. But the verses are so hard. We just want just a promotional track just to give away to build up some anticipation. So now I'm going to show you guys a few things with the actual mixing of the instruments. So we're going to come up here and I'm going to just unmute some of these noises in Omnisphere just so that we can I can explain to you like panning and some of that stuff. Make sure if you like this content, you are subscribing and liking the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I got nothing but fire for you guys. I just want to teach you guys the best that I possibly can. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unmute. I'm going to unmute all of these. And these are the melodic instruments in the beat. All right. OBS is being super difficult. So I have to, it didn't record any of the end parts. This is take number 4. But basically what I wanted to make sure that I told you guys is if you're looking at this mixer here, this is how I pan the instruments out. So this top knob right here basically pans your instruments from right to left. So if you're looking up here in this top corner, as I pan this, it tells you how far to the left and how far to the right it's going. And then when you want to spread your instrument out from speaker to speaker, that's what this this knob down here is for. So you can separate your sound 100%, or you can make it mono. And when it's all the way merged, that means it's basically mono. So those are a couple things that you can do in order to basically make room for the vocals. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can, if it doesn't skip frames. But if it skips frames, I'm sorry, I just couldn't show you on this beat, I guess. But we'll do more tutorials all the time, and I'll explain it more in depth on the next one. So on this noise right here, you'll notice that it's panned to the left, but I also have it spread out through the stereo so that it's still not sitting in the middle. And I actually put an effect on it so that it bounces back and forth from ear to ear, but it mainly stays in the left ear. And then this right here, I have it just spread out from this, separated in the speaker. So it's at like 65%, but that just means to still leaving room down the middle for your vocal and for your bass and your kick. And then these other instruments I just have panned. So again, I don't know if OBS is going to allow me to show this or not. So I just wanted to tell you guys, those are just some tips on what you should do when you are mixing your beat down. I will do more tutorials in the future to show you guys how to mix a beat from start to finish. but that was just something that you guys can work on right now, is making sure that you send your beats at the right dB, you know, the -5 to -6, and what the difference is when you don't. So thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some.
Hit the key.